originally? Yeah. Or Pakistan, maybe, or both. Pakistan. He has a book called The One World Schoolhouse. He was teaching his nieces in New Orleans and back in Pakistan algebra. And as he taught them, they told him they like him better online than in person. They find him a better, he says, I don't know how to take this. My nieces like me better online than they do when they meet me. But his videos went viral, and now people are doing flipped classrooms around the world. Bill Gates gave him $10 million to create more videos and more assessments. Learning is more collaborative. These kids here in Thailand are collaborating with a tablet computer using a project from Stanford where they ask questions of one another. This girl here from Beijing Normal is interacting with my class, a woman from Cyprus, someone from MIT, from Shanghai, using Google Hangouts. We're collaborating in Google Hangouts or Skype. Skypey? You've heard of Skype, right? How many use Skype? I was in it this morning. No one contacted me from here? Okay. How many of you are my friends in Facebook? You are my friend in Facebook. What is your name?
Boy.
Oh, right. You just friended me, didn't you? Okay. So last night, many people from Thailand friended me in Facebook. This woman here sat in my classes last year for free, 2 of my classes. When she finished, someone told her there was a job at UNESCO in Bangkok. She was here recently, just went back to China. She did an internship here in Bangkok. Collaboration. People sit in your classes around the world using Google Hangouts and Skype and other technologies. Mobile learning. You can see the growth of mobile learning from the Beijing Olympics, London Olympics, Russian Olympics. No one had a tablet computer at Beijing Olympics. No one had a tablet. It's 2008. We're all using tablets today like it's second nature. But it really is a new phenomenon. Tablets are a new thing. You see, Twitter, Facebook, all this stuff has changed. Even the monks here in Thailand are using their mobile. There are more people with mobile than have electricity or bank accounts or computers. More people with mobile than have toilets. We need to think about how to use mobile to change the world. Coursera is now putting mobile courses up. You can have a mobile MOOC. So on your mobile phone, you can participate in online classes. Okay? So learning is more collaborative, flipped, video-based, open, all this stuff you see. And it's massive. Julie Solomon in Melbourne just started a class yesterday. Today's her birthday. Her class closed on Sunday night. Free class on Carpe Diem, MOOC, seize the day and transform learning. It closed on Sunday. But if you write her a birthday wish, I bet she'll let you in. It's a free class on transforming learning. Think about that. She's the top person in e-learning in the world. You have a chance to take a course from the top person of e-learning in the world. She was at the UK at the Open U previously. She was at Leicester in the UK. I met her there. Now in Melbourne at Swinburne University. My friend Paul Kim, originally from Seoul, now at Stanford, did a MOOC on designing a new learning environment. My son and Paul, my son's also Korean, my son and Paul also went to Tanzania. They went to Argentina together to do mobile learning projects, books for kids, mobile projects with kids. He taught a course for college professors and anyone, teachers, on how to design learning environments. My friends at Minnesota, where there's lots of snow, yeah, you betcha, they have a free class right now, too, on the web. So there's these massive classes. Paul had 20,000 people in his class. I had 4,000 in my massive class with Blackboard. So learning's more open, more video-based, more massive, more collaborative, right? What else we got? So take Chili, take Paul, take my friend Aaron from Aaron Deering in Minnesota. Learning's more social. Learning's more social. How many of you were in Facebook in the past 24 hours? Only 2 people are honest. Okay, the gentleman, the lady behind. Okay, Facebook. Yeah, I was in Montreal about 8 years ago, and I said, you know, I only have 2 friends in Facebook: an accordion player from Germany, and my doctoral student. And I got home, and everyone in Canada wanted to be my friend, because the Canadians love Facebook for some reason. I don't understand it, but the Canadians, particularly in Montreal and Ontario, they just are all in Facebook. And now, last night I come back to my hotel, and everybody in Thailand is trying to friend me in Facebook. So apparently you guys use Facebook here too. But learning, psychology of learning is about social. If you've read psychology in the past 2 decades, you know the emphasis has changed from behavioral theory to cognitive theory and now into social learning theory and social constructivist theory. We start from a social plane. The movie Castaway with Tom Hanks, anyone see that movie? He's on an island by himself. He starts talking to the volleyball. The volleyball becomes his friend. We do not learn solitary. We learn from other people. We share our ideas. We get confirmation of our ideas. All learning starts social. We steal ideas from other people. We get their ideas and we internalize those, you see. Facebook and Twitter and other social media are about this new form of learning. We start on a social plane. 1 billion people use Facebook. 1 billion people. Over 3 billion people have a mobile phone. Learning is more online. 10% of people in the fall of 2002 had enrolled online in the U.S. 2012, almost 35%. We're moving online. This is a brand new report, just came out for free from the Sloan Consortium in the U.S. Every year the Sloan Consortium has a free report on online learning in the U.S. You all can download and read this. Learning is more personal. How many of you have little kids at home? 1, 2, or 3-year-olds? Little babies. She's got a little baby. You can get an iPad Potty. See? iPad Potty. They can learn their algebra. They can learn their, not algebra, they can learn their math, their alphabet. But it's not this kind of personal that we mean. We mean that the computer gives feedback that's relevant for you. Personalizing your learning. So it sees what mistakes you make, it adjusts based on your mistakes. Computer adaptive testing. Computer adapts to your answers. It becomes harder if you get the hard ones right, because you harder ones. I use vocabulary.com to learn vocabulary. And it makes it harder as I get words right. It adapts, it personalizes my learning. Today, there's a number of educational technology companies building math tools to help personalize learning. Math is exploding, online personalized learning. Learning is more modifiable. We can change the space in many classrooms today. Universities are building modular units so you can move the chairs. I like this. It's okay. I got a little place I can walk up and make sure the people in the back row are not sleeping, and the lady over on the side there, she's not sleeping yet. Gentlemen's, okay, he's all right. So I can move about. Well, in the classrooms today, we can now move. We can write on the wall. She's writing on the wall, and she can erase that, right? We have marker boards. Learning space is changing. Everyone's redesigning spaces for collaboration, interaction, discussion, reflection, debriefing. Space is changing. I'm really fascinated with this notion of space and redesign of space for interaction, reflection, all this thing. So this is a big trend, huge trend. Right on every wall. Get your ideas out. How do we learn? We learn from ideas. We learn from discussion. Learning's more comfortable. When I was in Adelaide, Australia last year, they showed me this room. This is from University of Adelaide. They had a $42 million, $42 million to create a learning hub. They recruited students for the committee. The students decided how to design the building. Imagine giving your students $42 million. Say, you decide how to spend the money. I showed up there to give a speech, and I did not want to leave. It's so comfortable. It was so inviting. It was like a cafe. In Edinburgh, they have a Glasgow Caledonian University as a castle-like building with cafes inside. You just don't want to leave this building. It's so cool. It's just a great place. It felt like learning's happening. But I could sleep if I wanted to. Just hang out if I wanted to. So learning is more comfortable. Learning is more global. When kids in Japan are corresponding with kids in California to learn Japanese and English, it's global. My students write books with students from Korea and students from Malaysia, Open U of Malaysia, and Taiwan, and Finland. We solve problems with students from the UK, Finland, Peru, all around the world. We write books together and things. It's global. The number one reason, Om will tell you, number one reason to do e-learning is because of the global aspects. Culture, sharing ideas because you can see different perspectives. The only reason to use technology is to expose your students to new perspectives. We have a war in Syria. Why? Because people lack perspectives. Same problem North Korea, South Korea. Perspective taking. We need to build global awareness, I think. Technology can help. It's not just technology, however. Learning's more ubiquitous, wrapped around us. Buses have signs on them. We're going to read on people's backs as we walk in downtown Tokyo. Our books will be on their backs. Our mobile devices will be bendable text, folding it out to bigger screens. We're going to have ubiquitous learning. With Google Glass, we have a chip in our glasses, our lenswear. Smartwatches, bendable text. You know, he's tapping on his car. He's learning from his car. Amazing, you know. Every space is a learning space. The sides of a building will tap and get learning popping out at us. Every space will be a learning place, in effect. She's wearing a glass, Google Glass. If I forget this presentation, I could have Google Glasses on giving me my presentation. See, if I forget Mimi's name when I see her next time, my glasses can tell me this is her name and I don't look stupid. Okay? So Google Glass can help traffic accidents. Here's someone injured. The person's got glasses on, shows what she sees, and the doctor or nurse can say, here's what you need to do. Or surgery. During surgery, you can call up information. Google Glass. So learning is more instantaneous. Instantaneous. It's more ubiquitous. It's more global. It's more comfortable. It's more modifiable. It's more personal. It's more online. It's more social. It's more massive. All these things. Look at all these ways in which learning is changing. And yet there's more. I mean, there's more. If just one of these things happened, it would be a revolution. We've got 15 different things that are happening to change the world. Learning's more technology-based. We have these devices. I've got 15, 16 minutes before break. Learning's more technology-based. In India, they want to build a $10 tablet, $10, and a $1 flash memory stick. I may have a flash memory stick in my pocket somewhere. So these little flash memory sticks will soon hold a terabyte of data. That's a lot of data. People at Arizona State University are building terabyte data sticks that want to cost $1 USD. So you can basically, if you have all the world's knowledge in your pocket, and you can carry around your tablet computer with you and put it on there if you want, what are we testing people for if they have all knowledge they ever need to know on a little stick like this? What's important to learn if everything is on one of these? We don't need to test basic facts anymore. We need to test how to access the information, how to filter the information, how to make sense of the information, how to make decisions, how to problem solve. Those are the higher order thinking skills of the 21st century, because knowledge is in Wikipedia, you know, or some other website portal. We can access portals of information. Okay? So, technology-based. Learning has become more technology-based over the past couple of decades. It's continued to do so. Let's review. Learning is more informal, video-based, ubiquitous, collaborative, self-directed, global, mobile, open, massive, and so forth and so on. We've got an aircraft technician learning online from MITx, EDX. MITx is MOOCs for MIT. HarvardX is MOOCs for Harvard. They're working together. Harvard and MIT have a partnership called EDX, free classes to the world. I couldn't get into Harvard. All of you smart people can get into Harvard. I could not. But today I can learn from people at Harvard. Okay? I've given a talk at Harvard once. They let me in because I knew somebody. But normally someone like me can't get in. Okay? Now online with EDX you can. This gentleman here taking finance courses online from Oregon. So, raise your hands one more time. Who believes this is a revolution? Raise your hands. Okay. Raise your feet if you don't believe it. Stick out your tongues if you don't believe it. No. So we're in the midst of a learning revolution. And that means that all of you here, whether you're educators or students or administrators, are part of this. All of you here have a role to play. Some of it, you might be a doctoral student like Mimi. In a couple of years when she graduates, she'll have a bigger role. But everyone has a role today to play in all of this. This gentleman here, Eric Schmidt, is the head of Google. And he said, I want to webify the world. I want to make the whole world online. This is the gentleman from UPenn teaching 40,000 people from his little space there. They tape it off. How is he going to get the whole world webified? How do you get the whole world the web? Any guesses of how to get everyone access to the web? Mobile phone, maybe? Mobile phones? Flash memory sticks? You put everything on a flash memory stick? How else are you going to get everyone the web? Anyone? Raise your hand if you've got an idea. How are you going to get the web for the whole world? You're smiling over. You have an answer?
No.
She's going to pass.
Okay. Again, please.
How is the whole world going to get access to the web?
In my idea is changing everything. For me, in my opinion, changing everything.
So what she's saying is it's not one thing. All these things combine to change the world, right? Anyone have an idea? How are we going to get everyone access to the internet? What? What do you say? Free internet. Free internet. Anyone else? Free internet. And how are they going to bring that free internet to people? Think circus. Balloons. Balloons in the sky. That's the vision of Google, is put a balloon network up in the sky to get free access. I'm not sure if this will happen. This is a talk. They want me to talk about the future. Here's one possibility. They're making a satellite network, actually, just Wi-Fi in the sky. Okay, the world's become more open. These are my friends in the Philippines, at the Open U of the Philippines. And by the way, how many of you are with me so far? You caught up so far? You're ready for a break in 10, 12 minutes, right? Okay. I'm happy with the state of things. I'm very happy with where we're going today, because when I was a graduate student, none of these things existed. Okay? I'm extremely happy that we're at this point, but we can do better. We can do more. I'm not content with where we are. I think we can do more, but I'm happy so far. How many of you are happy with the state of things? One person, two people. Anyone else? Few people. Who's not happy? Anyone stuck in traffic today to get here? Anyone stuck? You were stuck in traffic? Here's a smiley face for you. She caught it. Give her a round of applause. Anyone else need a smiley face in the back of the room on this side? She does. Okay, there you go. Okay, she was with me yesterday, so she said she wanted to win something today. My friends are happy here. They're very happy with the state of things and what's going on in the Philippines and so forth. This is my friend Melinda Bendalaria from the Open U of the Philippines. My friends in Norway all greet me like this: the world is open. Okay? The world's become open. I have a book called The World is Open. Okay? My friends here, B and Om, took me to Pattaya, told me the world is open. Okay? So we know, where's B? Is she here? Where did she go? Oh, she went outside. So we are in Pattaya. The world's become open for learning. Yesterday, Chula, the whole room said the world is open. So I need everyone to do this here. Put your arms up in the air, and I will get everybody to do the world is open. 1, 2, 3. Let's try it one more time. I'll get over on this side, over here. 1, 2, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Okay. How about the people over here? 1, 2, 3. Great. Thank you. So the world's become open for learning. This gentleman here said not so much. Not so much. He's in Syria. He's in Syria, and on July 29th, the U.S. announced No MOOCs for Syria. No MOOCs for Iran. No MOOCs for North Korea. Countries that the U.S. has a problem with, they've banned any kind of commerce with, which includes education. Interesting. This gentleman here was learning, he's a medical doctor in Syria. He said, I'm keeping up with medical practice even though a war is going on through open education. And the U.S. decided to take his open education away from him. Government, problem. Huge problem. So not all smiles. We're not all happy faces. We're not all content. We can do better. We can provide education for people like doctors in Syria, online and open. Politicians need to rethink policies a bit. So there's a promise, MOOCs and the promise of internationalization. This is an article about a MOOC someone did, a massive class, with students from Britain, Germany, China, Brazil, and around the U.S. and other places. Hundreds of countries, but not Syria, not North Korea, not Iran. We're at a jumping off point. We're doing good on time. We're at a jumping off point. I need everybody to stand up. Stand up with me. Everyone to stand up with me. And stretch a little bit. We're at a jumping off point. We're not sure where we're going, but I think I have a little vision. I would like to have all the ladies, all the women in the room, all the ladies, to, on the count of three, we're all going to jump. I'm going to back here. I'm going to help you out. We're going to all jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. Okay, try this again. 1, 2, 3, jump. Okay. Min. 1, 2, 3, jump. You're not a man. I don't. Yeah. Okay, try this again. Just the men. Okay. And the women who like men. No, just the men. Everyone, 1, 2, 3, jump. He's really good. Come on down and help me out. Come on down. Okay, two of us are going to show you how to, he's going to show us how to jump. Okay, the whole group, everyone, 1, 2, 3, jump. And one more time, 1, 2, 3, jump. Okay, thank you very much. Give you a pen. Come here once. Here's your magic pen. Thank you much for helping me out. Okay. And I have to give a pen. I'm going to give a smiley pen to the lady who jumped with the men. There you go. That's a smiley pen for you. Okay. Is your brain hurting? I'm going through a lot of content. Okay. So we're at a jumping off point. We're at this jumping off point. We're really not sure where we're going. Okay. Maybe we're going sideways. Maybe we're going sideways. You get that? There's Om and I. Om said, comfortable. So she gave me a Superman shirt. If I can get it off. So, I will be comfortable. I have shorts on. I could take my pants. I'm not going to take my pants off. Okay, I need everyone, one more time, to stand up. And we're going to do this, everyone together. Okay, so we're going to lean like this. Okay? You can take a picture. Okay, everyone's going to lean to the right or to the left. 1, 2, 3, lean. Ah! We'll try it again. 1, 2, 3. Get a picture? Get the audience. Thank you. Okay. We're leaning. We're jumping. Okay, great. We're leaning a little bit. There's Om and I in Pattaya. Thank you for bringing me there. We're tilting. The web is wrapped all around us at all times. We always have the web wrapped around us. We have wikis and blogs and curriculum and social media and chats and video and whatnot. Even kitty cats and squirrels are learning online. Everyone's learning online. This is a new age. The web is ever present all around us. Balloons soon will provide us with internet access. Today we've got 10 trends. I'll go through these 10 trends and we'll take a break. I'll do 5 minutes and then we'll come back and do other things. Does that sound good? Let's try and get through the 10 trends. We'll take a break. These are the 10 trends of My World is Open book. If any one of these 10 trends have happened, the world would have changed. But all 10 have happened. E-books, mobile learning, personalized learning, collaborative learning, open education, open courseware, blended learning. All these things have happened. They spell we all learn. Okay? We all learn. 10 trends. My World is Open book's been translated to Chinese, Arabic, but not yet Thai. Somebody in Thailand may translate it. But it's available in English. You all know English, right? So I'm trying to make sense of all the trends. There's a book called The World is Flat about business changing. My book's about education changing. I need your help. I need your help. On the count of 3, you all will say, we all learn. Oh. These guys are good. You trained them last night, huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3. We all learn. Very good. Let's do that one more. You guys are so good. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. We all learn. Great. Okay. We all learn. Kids in Africa are learning from readers, Sony screen readers, what we call Kindle, from Amazon. Millions of books are now free online because of copyright. More than 75 years old, they can have them on the web for free. They're learning literacy skills. Kids in Korea are learning through digital books. So trend number 1 is e-books. I thought this was the least important thing when my book came out. The least important trend. When my book came out in 2009, originally, and by the way, the opening and ending of the new version of the book is on the web for free at worldisopen.com. You can get the beginning and end for free of this book. Worldisopen.com. 2011, that part came out. When that book came out, I thought, silly, e-books. Nobody cares about e-books. Because in 2001, people talked about e-books. 2002, talked about e-books. 1998, people were talking about e-books. It's going to be the year of e-books. Never happened. I thought 2009, never going to happen. It did happen. All of a sudden, 2009, everyone's interested in e-books, digitizing books with simulations, animations, dictionaries, and whatnot. E-learning. Our National Basketball Association superstar Shaquille O'Neal learned blended, master's degree, blended learning. Then got his doctorate online from a university in Florida. People started to say, well, if a basketball player can get a doctorate online, maybe I can too. Maybe my grandmother can too. Maybe anybody can learn, right? Oprah Winfrey, a talk show host, had 2 million people in her class, free class on spiritualism. This woman here dropped out of secondary school for 1 year in Washington, D.C. to learn online. We see the numbers. My dean says he's happy. Look at the numbers going up at Indiana. We have an online MBA. We have an online adult ed program. We have an online educational technology master's, online EDD, doctorate. Then we've got open source software, MOOCs online. We've got MOOC.org. Anyone can create a MOOC at MOOC.org. We've got Moodle. Moodle. These are all the people using Moodle. 72 million users in 237 countries can put a class on the web for free. It's a learning management system, Moodle. Okay? So open source software, free software to put your classes on the web. People devote time to build software for the world. They give of their time. They donate their time. I have a student who just did a dissertation looking at donating time for Google to answer questions of people using Google Documents or Gmail. They just devote their time just to give away. Number 4, leveraging our resources, putting free stuff on the web. My friend Lucifer Chu in Taiwan translated Lord of the Rings to Chinese and then created the Oops Network. He made $1 million translating Lord of the Rings before the movie came out. He took half of the money and he said, let's make it free to the world. Let's make $500,000 I'm going to spend to translate MIT content free to the world. He has a group of translators. There are portals of translation tools out there. I see we're at 11. o'clock, and Om's staring at me from this corner of her eye, saying, I better finish here pretty fast. So I'm going to slow down to make her, no, she said flexible. She did say, I'm going to get through 10 here. In November 2012, a website called Udemy contacted me. Udemy lets people put their courses on the web for free. Let me just back up a second here. This website, Sailor.com and Red Hoop, are portals of free classes. If you want to find free classes, go to Sailor.org. And Red Hoop is for Chinese people. Any Chinese people in the room? It's a special site for Chinese people. Udemy is a website for professors to put their classes on the web and make them free or put a price without going through your university. Udemy. Courses in whatever topics you want to think about. Training courses, entrepreneurship courses, HTML courses. Number 5, online learning repositories and portals. Encyclopedias on the web, dictionaries on the web, the Dead Sea Scrolls on the web. 20 years ago, only a handful of people could access the Dead Sea Scrolls. Today, millions of people can. Species of the world in the Encyclopedia of the Earth. Cultures of the world in the United Nations Digital Library. Number 5 is about portals of information. Shakespeare on the web, Darwin on the web, frogs on the web. Information. I have videos. These are my 27 videos on how to teach online. If you type my name in and vPortal, you can get 27 free videos on how to teach. You can download them, remix them, sell them, whatever. Or go to my homepage. You can find them under my picture. These are how to plan an online class, how to give feedback in an online class, how to create community, how to handle assessment, plagiarism. Number 6 is participation. Wikipedia lets people build the encyclopedia. Wikipedia, a crowdsourced encyclopedia. This is the guy who built Wikipedia. He dropped out of my university to create Wikipedia. His name is Jimmy Wales. He's now in California. No one thought it would work. Okay? There's another website called Scribd. Scribd is like YouTube for text, where people share papers, they share books, they share documents, music. Scribd is a website to share text. YouTube's a website to share video. Wikipedia is a website to share definitions and information. Participation. We move from a culture where I teach you something to a culture where I contribute in an open world. I contribute. I don't just learn passively. So trend number 6 is contributing. Number 7, electronic collaboration. This website, Solia, lets U.S. students and Middle East students meet each other, so we don't have so much tension between the Middle East and the U.S. It's a collaborative global website. There are many such projects. For kids in schools, there's something called ePals. For kids in school, there's something called iEarn, where millions of kids around the world share projects from China, Mongolia, Brazil, Chile, all around the world, Nigeria. You pick a country you want to work with, and you decide who to work with and what you want to do with other teachers. Collaboration is really the most important thing I'm talking about this morning. This, in many ways, is the most important thing I'm mentioning. Number 8, alternative reality learning, learning about heart murmurs, or learning about patient care in a simulation. Learning online in a virtual world like Second Life, games. This gentleman is learning to memory skills. As he gets older, he's losing his memory. Games can help him improve his memory. There's actually research on this now, learning through games and simulations. Number 9, mobile learning, learning from smartwatches, learning from iPads, learning from your iPhone, learning from your iPad, whatever. As I said, there's more people with mobile subscriptions than electricity, drinking water, bank accounts, TVs, and toilets. Mobile is where it's at. My son here, the Korean kid there in the picture with kids in Tanzania, was helping these kids in Tanzania do mobile books, but they had no electricity while he was there. They had to get a power generator in southern Tanzania to help them do projects while he was there with my friend Paul Kim at Stanford. Networks of personalized learning. There's a new website called Learnist, where anyone can create a class and share a class and learn something. Learnist. You can subscribe to other people's ideas at learnist.com. IQ walls, this is a wall, a video wall, where you can bring experts from around the world on a video screen, almost like a holodeck in Star Wars. You can call up somebody and poof, they come up, and we can talk to them, you know. So my class, we do this. We bring on people from around the world every other week to talk to them on these gigantic video walls. In this building, I'll bet, in this building in 2-3 years, you'll have these installed, video IQ walls. It's a new trend in the U.S., and I'm sure you'll be getting this too very soon if you haven't. Has anyone seen this before? IQ wall? It's a new trend. It's coming. Okay, I think I will end there and talk about the role of the instructor when we come back. That's the 10 trends of e-learning that are happening. I've gone about 5 minutes, 6 minutes beyond 11. I will come back and talk about blended learning. I'll talk about motivation online. I'll talk about my model, R2D2. And I'll give you some frameworks to reflect on for about 40 minutes when we come back. So take 15 minutes, come back about 20 after or so, maybe even 25 after, we'll get restarted. And we'll go through those frameworks. Before we go, does anyone have a comment or a question for me? A comment or a question? Like answered. I have some cards down here if you want. Yes? Yeah. Where's the money coming from? Really good question. Some people provide goodness of heart. A lot of people out there just want to give. My book I made free just because I wanted to, right? So part of it's that. Second, some have donors. Some universities allocate a piece of their money just for creating a portal. Others come from government where you get a grant to develop something like on Shakespeare, and then you make it at the end of the grant available free to the world. So some comes that way. There's a website in the U.S. called Merlot that universities subscribe to, and each university gives some money to Merlot, and in turn Merlot provides a website of free shared resources. So some are consortium, and every university gives a little piece of money, and through the consortium these free sites are created. Some is what's called freemium. There's a free version, and then if you want extra, you pay a little extra money for the premium version. So there's many ways in which you have free stuff, but yet you still make money on it through the additional. If you want more, you pay the extra money for it. So there's many business models out there on this stuff. I'll come down during break. I'm happy to chat more. Great question. You get a pen. You want a Smiley pen or an Indiana University pen? You can choose. Smiley pen or Indiana pen? Which one? Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Give him a round of applause for asking me a question. I'll see all of you in 15 minutes.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you. This is a brilliant talk. Superb indeed. So, as Professor Bonk already said that we are going to have like a quick break, about 20 minutes to maximum 30 minutes. So please feel free to come and seat it yourself here within, let's say, 20 minutes, please.ค่ะตกลงเรื่องอาหารเบรกนะคะมีด้วยกันทั้งหมด2ลายจะมีฝั่งซ้ายกับฝั่งขวา